Namaste. My intention was to share this on YouTube Live, and for whatever reason, it has the wheel of death. So I've shifted over to this platform to record what I felt called to share with you today. And so I apologize for anybody who is trying to tune into the live on YouTube. It's just not meant to be today. So thank you for joining me and welcome to our Summer Solstice 2021. Today is a day where in the Northern Hemisphere we have the most light on this day of all the days in a year. The most hours of light and the least hours of night. And I spent some time talking about this particular day and this season, what it represents for us, and how to use it to our greatest good, our evolution and our growth in my new podcast, Veda Talks. So you can find that at vedatalks.com and on most of the platforms that host podcasts. And today, what I felt called to share, it's also now known as the International Yoga Day. And in the tradition that I study, the Yoga Vedantic tradition, in which I study this ancient wisdom of yoga, yoga is the union of all of the formless and the formed, of the unmanifest and the manifest world, of masculine and feminine energies, of light and dark, these polarities, these world that we see as duality. They really, on some level of reality, are of the same. And so on different levels of reality, they're experienced differently, which is what allows us here in this manifest world to experience the difference between light and dark. And so on this day of remembrance, of celebration of yoga and all of its wisdom, and the magnitude of light that the sun is offering us today, I wanted to share one of the oldest mantras that we have been given from these teachings, and it's called the Gayatri Mantra. It's a mantra to the sun goddess, and it's dated somewhere between 7,000 and 10,000 years old, and it holds such resonance. So rishis or seers have been chanting this mantra for thousands of years. And so when we join in with that intention, with that understanding, with that same devotion, it's even if it's the first time that we have experienced the mantra or chanted the mantra, there's already this energy that the mantra holds from thousands and thousands of years of thousands and thousands of rishis and yogis chanting it. And so we are supported by that lineage, by that golden chain of vibration, of energetic healing, if you will. So a mantra's meaning is in the vibration, in the experience of it. But I'd like to share just a little bit about what this mantra represents to help you have a conceptual understanding and awareness with it that allows you to drop more deeply into the experience of it. So we use the Gayatri Mantra to invoke the radiance of the sun. It helps us to shift from a negative mind or no mind into that positive state of mind. Just as the sun illuminates our world, and using this mantra illuminates our shadows, it illuminates our vrittis, our patterns, our karmic tendencies, to empower us to shift them, to awaken from that state, to destroy our ignorance in those. When we bring something to our awareness, that's when change begins to happen, when we begin to notice the tendencies and the patterns. And so in doing this, she helps to burn out karma, and move us into a more dharmic state of being. This mantra allows us to align with our soul's desires, with the deepest longing of our heart, with the reason that we came into this existence in the first place. And in that, it purifies us in a way that leads to our liberation. So in the tradition that I study with out of the Himalayas, this is a mantra that we chant every morning after our devotional practices. And within our devotional practices, that helps to align us to the wisdom of the sun, to free us from our ignorance and illuminate our soul's path. So my encouragement is to, if you feel charmed, if chanting this mantra awakens something within you, then a very powerful practice is to begin to invite it into your morning routine, into your devotional practices in the morning. It's so powerful to chant this mantra when the sun is rising, and to align yourself to that, to begin your day with this intention. It infuses the rest of your actions throughout the day. And you may notice, as with many mantras that call us to work with them, it begins to play in the background. You realize that you're like not even thinking it, but that vibration is continuing to work with you. You'll notice it with you as you move through the day. So just bringing it in and chanting it 12 times in the morning, each morning, can have a supreme impact on our experience and our journey on this path of enlightened living. So I will type it into the description so that you have the actual words written out as well. And once you've learned it, you obviously don't have to follow along with this recording. But, find that sacred space within your home and light a candle and sit in front of it. Maybe you have incense. You can do other things that are aligned with your devotional practice. But a candle is that light, right? And so gaze at the candle for a moment and then just take that image within and close your eyes. And sit with the spine straight and take a couple of deep breaths. And hold that intention to align yourself with the wisdom of this mantra, to allow it to illuminate every aspect of you, destroying all darkness, all ignorance, leading us to liberation. Chant it 12 times now. Om bhur bhuvahsvaha tat savitur vareniyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo prachodayat Om bhur bhuvahsvaha tat savitur vareniyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Om bhuvahsvaha. Tat savitur vareniyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Oh, dear Sun Goddess, please illuminate all my shadows, destroying my ignorance, so that I might shine like thou art shining, so that I might embody your radiance. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold the breath in and deeply focus at the third eye point, right between the eyebrows. And slowly exhale and open your eyes. Beautiful, right? So potent in its wisdom, its experiential wisdom. You know, in Vedic astrology, in Jyotish, we learn that the luminaries, the sun and the moon energy, lies at our third eye, at this seat of our insight, of our intuition, that inner guide. That's when that becomes illuminated or begins to awaken. That's when we step on our path of enlightened living. Thank you so much for joining me. Please reach out if you have any questions or comments. I'd love to hear how you are incorporating this wisdom. Have a blessed solstice, and I'll see you next time. Hariom.